We got a small project I'm gonna try to knock out this morning before it gets too hot out. Y'all see my lemongrass? She dying back. It's just September, and I may just go ahead and cut her down. The leaves are kind of sharp if you're not careful on how you grab them. Can really irritate the skin. But anyway, small project. I am thinking about, let's see, can I get down here and show y'all? Y'all see these roots? It's dying back a lot too. I purchased this plant last year, March. And it was like $8, y'all. I promise you it was not no $12. But it looked just like this in a pot for $8 last year. And now look at her. And I have harvested her twice. So yes, now that I'm looking at her, my plans was to just come in, try to propagate some of her and put her somewhere else in the yard. But since she looks so dead, all in the insides, I'm gonna go ahead and trim her back as well. But I want to stick a piece of her this walkway towards my house. As you could tell, I had mums in here and they didn't do good. I planted those last year as well, and they were so beautiful at the beginning, and then I started getting snails in here, and the snails was like eating them up. So I might can deadhead and try to save them, but I don't want them now. I don't like the look that they're giving me. So what I am going to do is I am going to try and propagate the lemongrass right in front of that window. And then I'm going to take one when I move my kids, go right at the end of that corner. So I'm going to try to propagate and see, can I get 2 plants out of that one. And then I'll decide later on what I will put in between them. Because at this point, I don't know yet. I am going to leave the mums for now. But that would be my project today. I am going to attempt to pull these up, some of them, divide them, and propagate them on this wall on the side of my house. Now, I did harvest my lemongrass, and it came out pretty good. The harvest part came out pretty good. I haven't used it for cooking or anything, but I have used it for teas, like when I have a sore throat or my kids, one of my children have like sinuses, or my husband is sick. I have used the leaves and boiled them and made a tea out of it, and it's actually pretty good and strong. So I have used it for that, but I have not used it for cooking. And lemongrass can be good for a lot of things. When I say a lot of things, I meant like for soups and medical reasons, but it's also good for. Okay, so I trimmed her down. Here she is. It wasn't as easy as I thought to pull her up, so I had to go get my husband to come out here and help me dig her up. I was trying to see where do I want to divide her at, but it looks like we're just going to have to pull the whole thing up first. So I went and got my husband We pulled it up, as you can see. Sandy soil is what I put mine in. No fertilizer, no anything. When I first got it, I dropped her right in it. And she took off for me with no problem. I found 2 grubs in my soil. I did get rid of them. I don't have chickens, but I got rid of them. Even though they didn't cause any damage, as you could tell, she was doing just fine. 2 pieces broke off, just little pieces, as you can see. I just stuck them in a pot with soil just to see what they do in a small pot. If they take off, they take off, but I didn't put them where my original ones at. I just want to see what they do because they do have a piece of soil. I mean, a piece of oil, a piece of root on them. Get it together, Portia. Here she is, y'all. Roots looks pretty good. Look like we're gonna have to use like one of my husband's saws to saw it apart. As you can see here, you can see where we had to saw it apart at because it was so thick. So I put them in water for about 30 minutes, help them with the shock. So I'm letting them just sit there. While they're sitting there, I went and dug some holes where I wanted to plant them at. In the holes, on all 3 of the holes, I did do the liquid fertilizer, my homemade liquid fertilizer. I have a rabbit, so it's just rabbit poop. It stinks so bad, y'all. This stuff stink. And it's time for me to re-up because I'm running low. But on all 3 holes, I just poured in there, added a little water. As you can tell, sandy soil. And I'm going to drop it in there and cover it up and water it down. And let's hope for the best. This will be the first time I fertilized my original one. Like I said, when I first got her, I just dropped it down in there. But here she is. I fertilized her for the first time, chopped her up. And we're going to see what she's going to do. I'm going to come in here and grab some of these lemongrass. I got maybe a few left in my freezer, but I'm going to go ahead and harvest some more. Like I said, we really use it just for when we're sick or allergy purposes. But since I'm running low, I'm just going to grab some and harvest it so I can constantly have some in the house. They last about a good 6 months in my freezer. So you guys, let's hope we did this right. First time propagating lemongrass. Let's hope we did this right. Look how sandy my soil is, y'all. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know if y'all know how to propagate lemongrass. Like I said, I had harvested my lemongrass like 2 times already. And this is the way I know how. It does help if you wet them first. But it's whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and start propagating. Not propagate. I'm going to go ahead and start harvesting these if I can. I'm going to make these a little bit bigger than the original ones that I had before as well. So this is just me and how I propagate mine by wrapping it around my hand, and then I tie it and I put it in a big freezer Ziploc bag and stick it in my freezer because it lasts longer that way. Like I said, it lasts a good 6 months that way, and that works perfect for me because I only use it when we're sick or somebody's allergies or something acting up. But you guys give it a try. You can also dry it out. You can air dry it, I think they call it. You can air dry it, but I just wrap them up, y'all, and put them in the freezer and leave them just like that, and it does the same thing for me. So here I'll just let y'all see me wrap this and how I wrap it. And if you made it this far in my video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come follow me on my garden journey of learning how to grow my own food right here in the middle of the city, Central Florida.
how to start from seed to harvest, how to preserve, and how to use these herbs for health reasons, weight loss, sickness. Come follow me. Um, any questions, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications when I drop a video. I'm working on trying to drop 2 videos a week. It's tougher than I thought it would be, but we're not giving up. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I make my tea. I don't add any honey or anything. Very simple. And I'll show you guys how I make my tea, because I think I got a couple of pieces left in my freezer from the last time I harvested them. So go ahead and continue watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.